Hi there, it's Mrs. Norgren. Hey, I wanted to put together a video to show you how to use the materials that I send out if you're doing one of the novel studies that I teach on Outschool. So I'm going to give you an example using Ready Freddy's Apple Orchard Race, but this will pertain to any novel study you do with me. The one that I just recently posted is from the mixed up files of Mrs. Frank Basil Waller. Okay, I think that's what it is. Anyway, so that's for older kids. So let's get started on how to put your packet together for the class. All right, so as you can see, when you sign up for one of my novel study classes, again, I'm using this book as an example, but this will pertain to all of the book studies that I do on Outschool. So you will get a packet. There's some instructions in here for how to do the vocabulary words. This is an example of how it would look in a notebook or a composition notebook. Here are the words, and I give you 1 to 2 words a week that go along with whatever the novel study is. And then you will see these little question prompts that go along with the chapters that we're working on. Okay, so you'll get that. You, of course, will have a copy of your book. Then you would use either a regular notebook or you can use a composition notebook, or you can actually just take copy paper, just pieces of copy paper, and staple them together. And then, of course, you'll need scissors and glue. All right? So let's say you're using this. Actually, you wouldn't use graph paper. You could, but I just picked up the first notebook I saw in my pack of notebooks that my daughter had sitting on a table. Okay. So anyway, what you'll do is you'll take your, I'm going to try to put this on the tripod. You're going to take your paper and you're going to cut it along the grid. All right, so I've taken chapter 1, and I would say prep your whole packet and put it into your notebook or whatever you're using before we start class. And always on that first week of class, you will be have a guideline of what chapters you should read and then what questions will be going along with that week we're together. And they're all 4-week classes. So I cut out chapter 1, and it has the 2 questions that you will be thinking about as you're reading chapter 1. So I cut it out, and then you're just going to glue it down onto one of the pages. Now I would suggest that you save a page in between. So you have this area to write. And again, don't mind the graph paper. I apologize. This was the only notebook I had available at this moment. You do not need to use graph paper. And then save an extra page in between. And then you turn the page, and then you're going to cut out the vocabulary word or words. And if it's more than 1 word, again, you'll put 1 on each one of the pages. All right, so then it's glued onto that page. Now, the question prompts are pretty straightforward, and your answer should be in sentence form. For the vocabulary words, I have 3 options. You can either look up the word in the dictionary and then draw a picture that's or create something, a piece of art inspired by the word, or that gives us an illustration of what the word is. Or you can write down the definition and then write a sentence. Make sure not to just go to the book and write the sentence that the word shows up in. Or, number 3, you actually can find the sentence in the book with the word, write the exact sentence in the page where you found it, and then draw an illustration. Now, you can actually do all 3 if you really want to just add dimension to what it is that we're doing together. So you can write the definition, you can draw the illustration or create an art piece, and then you can also find the exact sentence in the book, and you can also put it in a sentence. All right, so If you have any questions, please make sure and reach out to me, and I am so excited to see you inside the classroom. Hope to see you there. I plan to put up more novel studies at least once a week, so make sure to check it out, and there might be quite a few that you are interested in, or feel free to suggest to me which story you would like to do as a novel story, a study, especially if you have some friends that you'd like to come on board and do the class together. All right. Thank you so much. See you soon.